Hi guys, I'm back again with another video. I'm really excited to do this one. I've been putting this off for a little while just because I didn't really know how to go about it and how I wanted to document it. But last night I was thinking about it and I was actually watching Miss 23andMe and she asked a question about like what your ethnicity was. For myself, I usually identify as Caucasian, white, but I don't actually know a ton about my background history. From what I've been told, I might be Irish and have a few other things mixed in there. We have a few adoptions throughout as well in the family on my mom's side, and a lot of movement on my dad's side between like the US and Canada and possibly Ireland and the whole 9 yards. So today I'm going to take a test to find out. So about a year ago for my birthday, I got the 23andMe kit. This one is the Ancestry and Traits kit. Right now they're on sale online. I think this one's $103, and then the Ancestry and Health one is $143 or something like that. The higher one is 50% off right now, and I think you save about $20 or so on this one. So this one allows me to learn like different things. So more genetically likely to have like a unibrow was one of the things on there, or different things like that. It's really cool and I'm excited to try it out and wanted to show you guys how it works. So I'm going to open this up. I'm just going to use my nail to get off the plastic here and go from there, or maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay. So take the off. So all of them come with a prepaid return postal code on the back. You can register it at the 23andme.com. That's where you get your results from once you send it in. They let you know once they got it, and then they go about getting it in there. By registering it, it also allows them to make sure that you're getting your kit back when they give you your results and not some random person's. The other thing I forgot to mention with these is you can actually, if somebody else puts their DNA into the system, then you can actually go online and you can say, yes, I would like to see who my family members are. And that's a really good way if you're, say, like adopted, or you kind of had like a family fallout somewhere along the line, you can find them easier. So let's get started. This is exciting. So it comes with this first, and then the inside looks like that. So this here goes over what you need to do. So you can go to the 23andMe website, and then it says don't forget to register it here. So that's what I will do. I haven't done that yet, but I will do that. So if you don't register it, your sample won't be processed online, so just make sure you do that. So I did eat probably an hour ago, but I did just brush my teeth, so I'm thinking I should probably wait until I've done that to be able to spit in here. So here's, it comes in a little plastic container like this. Yes, so no food or drinks, so that means no brushing your teeth. So I'm gonna wait 30 minutes and I will be back. Okay, so now that I believe it's been about 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure it's been 30 minutes, I'm going to be able to spit into this nice little tube here. So this little pamphlet here on the back, you have a checklist on what to do. And this bottom here, you can write this 14-digit code that is on the tube in there, and that allows you to get your results back. You need that, keep that, register that, write it on the back here. I will be doing that right away after I spit into the tube. So the instructions are on your little pamphlet here. So you can't eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum for 30 minutes beforehand. You have to spit in the funnel until it reaches the line. After you do that, you close the lid, and in this tube, on this lid here, there's a bunch of little liquid, and you put that in and it mixes with your saliva. I'm assuming it keeps it preserved properly so that once it reaches them, they can do what they need to do with it. And then once you've done that, you take off the funnel lid, and there's this little tiny lid here, and you screw that onto it. Toss it into this bag, seal it up, throw it back in the box, and deliver it away. And then they will send you your results online. So to get to that line, you need to spit with no bubbles. Well, as little bubbles as possible. If you do get bubbles, you want to make sure that the liquid part of your saliva is reaching to this line, not the bubbles. So if this is all bubbles up to here and you only have a little liquid to here, you need to keep spitting. And if your saliva ends up to here, where it's all bubbles, but at least the saliva's here, you're good to go. So I'm going to try to do that. I've been trying to get my mouth a little like more liquidy for the last little bit. hasn't been working very well. So it says it takes usually on average a person 2 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to sit here and attempt to spit up to this line for myself here. So let's try it. Now, one thing too is this liquid that's in here, if you get it on yourself, there's precautionaries on this form here. There's a website, it goes over the MSDS stuff so that you know how to properly take care of yourself if this gets on you. This is taking me a really long time to get to the fill line, but we will get there eventually. I just get a lot of bubbles. I'm also really interested to see the results on this because many times I have been asked if I have any ethnicity from like the Asian continent. I don't think so, not that I'm aware of. It could be possible though, so it'd be interesting to find out and see if kind of some of those questions or assumptions are accurate. I've also been asked if I'm Nordic at all. That I also don't know. From what I know, I'm mostly probably from like the continent of Europe and like Canada, United States area. So it'd be really cool to see. I know lots of people are like, oh, I'm 1% this or I'm 1% that, but it's really cool to dissect and really kind of see where you started from and kind of if you were moved around. So for my family, on my dad's side, a lot of them are from Boston. My dad was born in Boston, Massachusetts area, and he moved over to Canada when he was a kid, and that's where he met my mom. But because that side of the family believes there's some Irish heritage, that would be actually pretty accurate because a lot of the Irish moved to Boston during the time of religious dispute over there. I know there's the two different Catholic versus non-Catholic, let's just pretty much say, and that kind of split a lot. That's how we kind of came to be a little bit, so it'd be interesting to see what this shows in regards to that. Let's keep spitting. I am so frothy. Like if I was a liquid, I would be a soda pop that had been shaken. I'm getting like a very little bit of liquid on there, not a ton, mostly bubbles, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Now, I don't know if any of you guys kind of know what your ethnicity is or where you came from, or if you've done a 23andMe test before. I'd be really interested to see how many of you have. If you were able to find any family members that you were unaware of being in the world with you, it'd be cool to find out. The other thing too is with these, there is a collect by date. So my collect saliva by date is November 23rd, 2019, and today it's the 13th. So I have 10 days to collect saliva. So today I was like, okay, I need to get this done or I'm never gonna get this done. And I've been in my house for a while, so I thought I might as well sit down and get this found out or completed and sent in just to kind of see what results you get. And you know, really, if anything, it's interesting to know. It's cool to find out. It's unfortunate that like a lot of generations have stopped collecting the information to know, and it's cool to kind of see like your family tree and stuff. So like my grandma has one and I could see her family tree, and then my grandpa I think has one, but I'm not really sure. And my other grandpa on my mom's side, his dad was adopted, and I believe his dad was also adopted, so it was a double adoption over there. I know my mom has taken this too, and from taking it she was able to find out a few things, but since mom is only half of my genetic makeup, there's still my dad's side. My dad hasn't taken one of these. I might get him one for Christmas, and he's not very picky about what he gets, so it'd be cool to kind of see and find out. We are less than halfway there. Okay, so that took me a little while, but I finally did get it up to the line here. with lots of bubbles left over. So what you do after that is you have to take the tube, hold it up straight, and then you're going to take this little lid, and then you're going to make sure that it gets closed all the way. I don't know if I'm going to get liquid on my hands because of my spit. Okay, well that's closed all the way. Not sure how well this is going to work with all the bubbles in the way, but oh, it's starting to go up. You can like see it slowly grow up, so I'm just going to give it a few seconds there since I have so much saliva in the top of the tube. I'm going to give it a little bit of a tap. What that's just going to do is help to move the bubbles upwards. It doesn't say to do that in the instructions. Follow it if you want, don't if you don't want to. I'm just doing it because I know that helps, and I just don't know why I was so bubbly for the first like 700 spits, and then finally I actually got some saliva. It just took a while. So maybe even just like practice spitting in the sink for a little bit and then start spitting into the tube. That might help you a lot more. And you have to make sure this is really tight. Can't tell if that's my spit or not. Okay. And it's a stabilizing liquid is what it's called. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take off this lid, and then we're going to screw on the cap. So, oh, that's quite a ways up. My spit, vial, cap, my spit. I'm not going to wipe that off as much as I don't want them to be dealing with it. I also don't want to touch the stabilizing liquid. So sorry to whoever ends up getting this. I apologize in advance. Okay, so they do have an absorbent pad in here. So if you do have any liquid, then that little pad shall absorb it. Spit. Don't we all love it? Okay, and then we're going to take off, this peel here. So once you peel this off, this other side's sticky. So we'll stick it as we go. That just keeps everything in there. Boop. Just like that. And we have our bag of spit. Hopefully there is plenty in there for them to figure out what they need to figure out. Before I place it in the box again, you're going to take this number that's on the tube and you're going to write it on here. I'm also going to go wash my finger because I got some of the stabilizer on it. Okay, so this is the 23andMe website here. As you can see, you get the best deals off until December 2nd here. And then it goes over like the Ancestry and traits versus the health and Ancestry. So this is the one that I got here on sale for $103, and this one's pretty much half price off at $124. So the one I have, which is the Ancestry and traits here, and then there's also the health and Ancestry. You can also upgrade anytime you would like to, but mine comes with Ancestry reports, DNA relative finder, if you opt in, automatically family tree builder. So if you get a bunch of your family to do this, it'll start building you a tree and then you don't have to write it down yourself. And then I don't get any of these health things here, so carrier statuses, wellness reports, health predispositions, things like that, late onset Alzheimer's disease. But I do get the traits report, which is 30 plus traits, including male baldness. But there's what I got, so let's register my kit. So I'm gonna type all this in, one sec. Okay, so once you verify your email, put everything in, you get to this page here, so we are going to enter in my code. Okay, so thank you for registering your Ancestry and Traits kit. But anytime I want, I can get health updates. So you can choose to store or discard your saliva sample after it has been analyzed.
Once you mail your 23andMe kit, your spit goes on a road trip. Road trip!